Hey everybody, good morning. Let me know if everything seems okay. I'm getting really glitchy here, so let me know if it looks like it's working for you all. If not, I'll restart the stream real quick. Two old farts, good morning. Sana, good morning, good to see you here. Matt Ryan, good morning. Hope you're having a wonderful Sunday morning. Sandy, good morning. Cold in Buffalo. It's cold here too. It is, tell you, I was just out with Peanut and it is 40 here, which is not 28. So hopefully you are good to go. Roger, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Leslie, good morning. Hope everything's well out there. And Delco. Anna, good morning. Hope you are having a lovely Sunday morning. Alex, good morning. I feel like I haven't seen you in a while, Alex. Not that I see you, but I feel like I haven't seen you. Mike, good morning. MSC check-in was a nightmare. Yeah, so the MSC website is struggle city right now. If I pull up my MSC World America cruise, it says, let's see what it says today. It says ist_my_cruise_info_name. And you click on it, it doesn't work. For my World America cruise, that is 13 days away, 14 days away, whatever it is. No, it's more than that. My Prima cruise is 9 days away, whatever. Doesn't matter. It is bizarre. Who knows? Tim, good morning. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing very well. Nicole, good morning. Good. Glad it's working. Thank God. Black Broadway lady, thank you. Good morning. I'm glad you can hear everything good. It was glitchy on my end when I first started. Scott, good morning. Hope you are doing well. Felicia, hi. How are you? Happy Sunday. Tony's here. Happy Sunday to you, Tony. Today we're going to do a little bit of cruise news in freezing cold. It's not that cold, but chilly here in Philly. Excited going on Prima in 9 days. Yes, 9 days. Michael, good morning. Hope you're doing well. Yeah, so going on Prima in 9 days and then going on World America in, like I said, on the 9th. Is it the 9th? Yes, so 17 days, whatever it is. Who knows? Yeah. Fred and Lisa, good morning. Hope you guys are doing very well. Alex said, couple busy Wednesdays. No worries. I totally get it. It's just funny. Sometimes you see people all the time and then something pops up and you're like, oh, I haven't seen, like Tara. I haven't seen Tara in a while. I'm like, where's Tara? I hope Tara's okay. It's weird when you don't, when you're not seeing everybody all the time. It's very strange. So a couple exciting things I just want to talk about before we do the cruise news. So first thing is we are going to start content for the Philadelphia cruise port in about sometime in the summer. So we're going to start publishing maybe like a video every week. I might do Saturdays. Saturday might be like Philly Terminal Day. I'm trying very hard to get in touch with whoever's like doing the construction there. Not that they care. Not that they care about us at all. I'm trying to see if we can get down there and get some, like a little bit of like before and after, see everything that's going on down there. I think that would be really cool. And then what we're going to start doing is we're going to start reviewing restaurants, hotels, all these different things in the Philadelphia area, just attractions, things that are going on. Obviously, the proximity for us is great. It's easy. We're here. And then we want to just be able to highlight great things if you are coming into Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a great town for culture, for food. So we want to highlight some of those things so when you come in, you don't wind up eating a crappy cheesesteak. And that's it. And then starting in the summer, we're going to start doing, I don't know that we're going to do meetups, but because there's not enough people that are in this area. But we are going to start doing some things where we are going to have some like a happy hour somewhere or something like that. And we're just going to announce those. If anybody would like to join us, you're more than welcome to. It will be on us. So we will be buying everybody some drinks, some appetizers. We're going to hang out. And we want to keep that going for when the cruise terminal opens. So if anybody's coming up here to cruise Philadelphia, we are going to do some meetups. We want to meet up with everybody that watches the channel consistently, even though, look, we talk about it all the time. The goal of this channel was never to be like YouTubers, right? It's to run this travel agency and to do all those things. But in the interim, we have these amazing people that come and spend your Wednesday or Sunday or watch our videos. And, we're not a huge channel, but we're big enough that I get some awesome emails from people about how videos have helped them or whatever it is. I got a really nice email about somebody about their son today. They're watching all our videos. He's going to start a YouTube channel. It's awesome, right? So we want to do some meetups, introduce everybody to this great city of Philadelphia. So we're excited to do those things, and that'll be coming up over the next 6 months or so. So Charlie said, good morning. Just got off the Meraviglia, another great cruise. Recommend. Charlie, that is awesome. I'm glad you got out of the harbor and actually got to go on a cruise. That's very good. Hopefully the weather was nice. Let me know how the weather was. Yeah, Meraviglia is such a great ship. Although, like I said, we need a new ship up here because I can't keep going on Meraviglia over and over again. Bob said, hi, John. Good morning. Have you ever eaten in Royal's Coastal Kitchen? Cindy and I wondered how it would be. I believe they have breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day. Thanks, Bob. Hey, Bob. How are you? Yeah, so we stayed in Crown Loft Suite back-to-back, not back-to-back weeks, back-to-back months. So May and June, we stayed in the Crown Loft Suite on Oasis of the Seas, and we ate in Coastal Kitchen. It was fantastic. The menus are great. The service is great. You are absolutely correct. They do breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. It's only certain meals. If you're in a junior suite, I think you can only do, I always forget, I think you can only do dinner if you're in a junior suite. But if you're in a standard suite, any of the other suites, you can do breakfast, lunch, and dinner there. It is connected on most ships, on like the Oasis class ships. Coastal Kitchen's connected to the suite lounge. It's like one big space. So you can go in there for happy hour, get free drinks and all that, and then sit down for dinner. I love the menu. Like I said, the service was great. They came to our table. It was really funny. For breakfast, our server was awesome. So we got like a fruit platter, and he would like cut the fruit up for you. So you didn't have to waste time cutting the fruit up. It's amazing. Service was great. Food was really good. And we really, really, really enjoyed it. I love it. I think you'll love it. Michael said, are you booked on any of the new NCL ships? We are indeed. So I am booked on Aqua in August. I am booked on Luna already for next year. Let me see what date I'm booked on Luna for. I'm booked on Luna next May. Yeah, and obviously we're going on Prima, which isn't a new ship, but we're on Prima in a couple days. So yeah, I'm excited. It's part of one of the things in our cruise news. So we'll talk about that in a minute as well. Edward Clayton said, good morning, John. I like the shirt. Thank you very much. It says Rise and Cruise. Yeah, I like it. It's one of my, I try to make like a new shirt every couple months. And then we mess around with them. I have a new Severance one that we made. If you're not watching Severance, you need to watch Severance. It's amazing. It's one of the best TV shows I've ever watched. But we're doing a Severance shirt that has a like the Lumen logo on it. And it says my innie paid for this cruise. And it says bite size on it instead of Lumen. So we're doing that. I like to mess around with t-shirts. So let's get into some cruise news. MSC is creating some Brazilian itineraries for 25-26. These are exclusive itineraries in Brazil. These are in the winter season. They are going to have 5 ships in South America between October of this year and April of next year. This is awesome. It's interesting places for you to go if you haven't been down there. I love South America and Central America. There are some really, really cool spots down there. So you will be able to go on MSC Seaview, offering 7-night cruises. And then there are going to be a bunch of other ships down there, like Harmonia will be down there, Preziosa will be down there. And they are the only cruise line that are visiting some of these smaller ports in Brazil, which I think is really, really, really cool. So as we continue to overpopulate and over tourist some of these areas, it's really nice to see new areas open up. So you can go to Rio, there are stops in Santos and a lot of the smaller ports down there. Lyrica is going to be down there. It's going to be pretty cool. So if you are interested in South America or getting a little taste of MSC that's not up here. Those are some good ones. Next bit of cruise news, base camp is now included on Icon. So there are tons of free, obviously included places to eat on the Icon and Oasis class ships. So on Icon and on that Icon class, you can obviously eat at the Windjammer. You could eat at the main dining room. And then obviously you have Cafe Promenade, Sorrento's. The Pearl Cafe has some grab-and-go items. They have almost 24 dining venues. Almost half of them are included in your cruise fare. El Loco Fresh, Park Cafe, Surfside Bites, Aquadome Market. Those are all included. And now it seems like very quietly they stopped charging for food at base camp. And if you go to the website, it is now included in your food options. It's pretty cool. It is up in Thrill Island. There's nothing fancy schmancy there, but they have like pretzel bites, tater tots, hot dogs, chicken fingers, things you would imagine that would be included that were a charge for the first year. So those things are now included in your cruise fare. So if you're going on Icon or any of those ships, you can go get them for no cost, which is really, really nice. And on cue, speaking of Icon, Tony Diaz is here. Good morning, Tony Diaz. How are you? Good to see you here. Next bit of cruise news today is Nassau has just broken another record. I feel like this happens like almost weekly now. So it is pretty wild. Nassau had 6 ships down there last week on Tuesday, and they crushed a record with a single day visitor record of 30,538 people in Nassau. And it was MSC Seaside, Disney Dream, and then 4 Royal Caribbean ships, Independence, Symphony, Liberty, and Utopia, all in one day. That is a ton of people. And they are on track to break their total amount for last year into this year. It looks like they're going to be somewhere around 6.5 million guests this year in Nassau, which is bananas for that tiny little port with not much to do. So funny. Katie Myers, good morning. 27 days till Scarlet Lady. That is super exciting. Katie, what are you looking forward to most on there? I'm excited to hear. Tim said, looking forward to the coffee cruise. We will contact you later. Thanks so much, Tim. We are excited to have you. If anybody is interested in the coffee cruise, we are doing a coffee cruise with Mainly Coffee. It is a 7-day cruise out of Miami. We are going to Puerto Plata, San Juan, and Ocean Key. Roger and Sarah will be there from Mainly Coffee. They're going to do a plantation tour. We're still waiting to get information on which one it is. Things are slow in Puerto Rico. They don't respond very quickly. And we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff on board the ship. So if anybody's interested in going on a fun coffee cruise, we would love to have you. Bob said, Emily, Amanda, Dakota went to a preview of Universal Epic Universe yesterday. Said it was amazing. No photography allowed. Oh, it stinks that there was no photography allowed. That's amazing. I can't wait to hear about it. I have to reach out to Emily this week. I'm still waiting for her stuff to go through. There was like a issue with one of the providers, so it's a little bit delayed, but it should be in this week. So that's exciting. Very, very exciting. Next up, we have 2 new mobile carriers entering the cruise game. And at some point, I'm going to take one for the team and do this. I don't really want to do it, but I'm going to do it. So here's what happens, right? We talk about it all the time about not using your phone on the cruise, unless you have Wi-Fi or unless you are, have some kind of thing going on. And internet packages and cellular at sea is super expensive. So now AT&T and Verizon have new international calling plans that are accessible on cruises. These a plan covers up to 400 different cruise ships and 200 different destinations. It will allow guests to use their phones as they normally would for $12 a day, and they can add devices for $6. So here's the thing. That sounds great. And it says in the article, a family of 4 was on a 5-night cruise and they used their phones without a plan. It could be $4,100 in fees, which would never happen, obviously. So you could do this. You could set up the pass anytime you want it throughout it. And it will not, obviously won't retroactively if you did anything previously, but you will get prompted to see if you would like to do it. It is for the AT&T one in specific, it does not cover everything. So you still have to be very, very careful here what you're doing. Verizon's plan is specifically for cruising and not for ports, but this is going to provide coverage while you're at sea. You have to manually set up a cruise daily pass prior to embarkation. It's very, very interesting to me. I will do this, but there is a daily maximum usage, which I hate. I hate that they're doing this. It's so silly. It's like back to 1990 with phone plans. So the Verizon one is $20 a day. It includes unlimited data, talk, and text. But once you exceed 5.5 gigs of data, it's going to switch you over to 3G. That is the smallest amount of data. I use a ton of data on my phone, checking emails, doing all different types of things. So if you watched like 5 YouTube videos, not even, if you watch like 2 10-minute YouTube videos, you're going to hit 0.5 gigs of data. So I still don't recommend it as like a replacement for getting Wi-Fi if you need it. But if you needed to do something, you could pop out of airplane mode. You could have it for a day, whatever, if you wanted to try it out. I will do this and try it out. But until these two worlds kind of converge a little bit, where the ship internet gets cheaper and this gets cheaper, it's just got to get better. It's got to get better. It's so silly. There is Starlink. Starlink's going to take over this, and all these cruise lines are going to be screwed. Because once Starlink is available for everybody, I have Starlink on my phone now. So if I don't have a signal, I can use Starlink. It's only for emergencies and small things now. But once that becomes pervasive, all these greedy companies are going to be in real trouble. Tony said, I was in Nassau on Wednesday and they had 6 ships. Yeah, it's pretty common now to see 5 or 6 ships in Nassau. It's crazy. But the crazy part was that there was 2 Oasis class ships there, which is nuts, and Liberty, which is nuts. What ship were you on, Tony? So that is interesting. I will eventually take one for the team and do that. I'm just waiting till it's like tried and true. And I'll probably do it on like a 3-dayer. I'm doing a 3-dayer in November. I might try it on that one. We'll see. If you're watching YouTube at all this week, you know that influencers are aboard the NCL Aqua. I saw Tony and Emma and Cruise Tips TV all in the Galaxy Pavilion, which I can't believe they're still doing the Galaxy Pavilion. I don't know that anybody uses that. I saw Emma doing the water roller coaster slide. It looks awesome. I'm excited for NCL Aqua. But NCL has welcomed their first guests from Lisbon to Southampton. I also wouldn't want to do that cruise. There's only 2,000 people on board, which is really, really, really nice. So it's not super crowded. So hopefully all of the videos, everybody's going to see some awesome videos this week from NCL Aqua. I'm super excited to go on board Aqua, and I'm excited everybody got a chance to check it out early there. Oh, you were on Odyssey. That's right. That's awesome. Did you have a good time on Odyssey, Tony? Let me know. Let me know. So speaking of Nassau and speaking of Royal Caribbean, I don't know why I said speaking of Nassau, but if you now go to Perfect Day, they have banned Bluetooth speakers. They had noise complaints for the past couple months. Now they have banned these Bluetooth speakers. Here's my thing. I've taken a Bluetooth speaker on a cruise with me, and I've used it in my room very quietly. You don't need it anymore because your phone, this is years ago. I don't think you need them in your room anymore. Your phones are fine. They play music loud enough. You don't need music louder than that in your room. My phone plays music nice and loud. So I can't believe in 2025, I mean, I 100% can believe it. But my biggest thing with this is, do you have that little respect for other people? I was on MSC and there was one night where I got really pissed and I almost said something and I didn't. It was very close. As I get older, I'm learning to just shut up and mind my own business more. But I'm walking through the hallway and these, not kids, they were adults. They were in their like late 20s. We're walking around, not with like a little personal speaker, but like almost like a boombox, one of the big ones that has a big handle. It's not a boombox, obviously. It's a Bluetooth speaker. But it was blaring, and they were getting on and off the elevator, and they were wandering around. And I almost said something, and I was really fired up about it, and I just walked away. I was like, "This why? Why am I going to say something? I'm not the fun police. What do I care?" But I can't believe people are this disrespectful. Where you go on the pool deck, and there's music playing on the pool deck, and then somebody's sitting with a group of 4 people, and they're blaring their own music, whatever that music may be. It's insane to me that people do this. And on the private islands, I get it. If you're off on a little spot of the beach and it's just you and it's quiet there and you want to play some music, I don't care. But there again, you go through like Oasis Lagoon and there's people blasting music. I can't. The entitlement of people, it's unbelievable to me. Hi, Penny. Penny said, I loved your MSC Divina videos, and I agree with everything you said. One of our best cruises yet. Ocean Key was amazing. The ship really reminded me of Celebrity Reflection. Yeah, I could totally see that. Penny, I'm glad you enjoyed them. Nobody watched those videos. My MSC Divina videos are like dying on the vine here. I'm telling you. Nobody watched them. What are you going to do? Tony said, great time. That's awesome, Tony. I'm glad you had a really good time on Odyssey. Penny, I'm glad you had an awesome time on Divina. I did as well. I thought the ship was great. I really, really enjoyed it. Pretty awesome. Bob said, when will Royal stop sailing out of Baltimore? What are the odds of it returning? 2026, Bob, they're stopping out of Baltimore. I don't know if they're going to return. My guess is they will, because that port sells out very quickly and it's very popular. My guess is it's just going to be once everybody gets once the new ships come out. So once Legend and Star come out, and then once this Discovery class is announced, something will go to Baltimore. I don't understand why they wouldn't. I think it would do them well if they like expanded that port a little bit, but there are limitations because of the bridge there and everything. So we shall see. Black Broadway lady said, can we make complaints? You can always make complaints. What would you like to complain about? You're welcome to complain. Tim McNeil said, good morning, everyone. Good morning, Tim. Hope you are doing well, too. Star of the Seas has added a 3rd additional preview sailing, which is really cool. The ship got done early, which is amazing and shocking that these ships are getting done early. But the Icon class, pretty interesting, especially with Icon and Oasis now. They are pretty much the same ships. They have just some slightly different venues and some modifications. So it's not too surprising to me that they're building them and getting them done a little bit quicker, because they have the money to do everything that they're trying to do. It's just a matter of if they can get to all the supply chain issues and get through all that. That's probably the biggest thing. So I'm excited that they're getting them done early. I'm excited the more people are going to get to go on them. It's awesome. So they did add a 3rd sailing. It's a short one. But if anybody wanted to get on it, it's super expensive. You can certainly do it. Next up, the world's famous captain is launching 4 Seasons 1. We talked about this a little bit on Wednesday. Captain Kate, everybody thought, I did too. I know, Sandy, you did too. We all thought maybe she was going to be on Legend or doing something else. And nope, she has decided to go to 4 Seasons Yachts. It's going to enter service in early 2026. Captain Kate left Celebrity just a few weeks ago, and now she is the leader at 4 Seasons. It's super interesting, right? So it's a fancy schmancy cruise line. It's a pretty brilliant move by 4 Seasons to bring somebody in who has that type of global recognition, right? Somebody who has like all these followers on social media that's really famous. It's going to bring a very bright light to 4 Seasons that most people can't afford, right? These cruises are going to be very expensive, but it is going to be probably incredible. And it's in the, I would say, short term, it'll be great for her. I don't know how much fun it's going to be being the captain of a tiny little cruise yacht like that, but maybe it's like a step to retirement for her. And it's, look, being on a huge ship like Beyond is crazy. So maybe it's a nice step back. She recently, lost her dog and her cat and all those things. So maybe it was just like a time for a transition and change. Tony said 3rd inaugural sailing because 1 isn't good enough. Tony, why would you do one when you could do three and charge exorbitant prices for them? So yeah, prices keep going up. It's got to stop at some point, right? It's going to stop soon, right? Black Broadway lady said, I'm referring to what you were saying about the loud music being played. I would never confront individuals. Oh yeah, no, of course you can make complaints. I've told security. The thing is, with the exception of certain cruise lines, MSC is a pretty good one because MSC is a private company and they're still not confrontational, but they do put up with less crap than some of the other cruise lines. But in my opinion, in my vision of all these cruises that I go on, security never gets involved, right? I've seen people behave so poorly in the theaters. I've seen people behave poorly in restaurants, at the private islands. And generally speaking, their goal is to not have interactions with guests, negative interactions with guests. Because, look, at the end of the day, they're a customer service company and they don't want to have those confrontations. So you can complain. And I've said things like, hey, this is going on. Shouldn't be the case. This is not good. And they say, okay, thanks, we'll take care of it. And then absolutely nothing happens, right? It's just the way it is. So yeah, you could certainly complain. And I don't know that anything will get done, but hopefully we will. Hopefully sometimes it does. But in my opinion, most of the time it doesn't. Tony said, John, now you know my dislike for these new ships, yet I'm still loyal to Royal. Same, right? So I totally agree, Tony. And it's not even like I don't like the new ships. I love the new ships. I love the fact that Icon looks awesome. And I'll be on Icon in a month and a half, whatever it is, 2 months almost. So I love that. My issue with Royal, and again, I love Royal. All things considered, they're probably my favorite cruise line. But the consistent raising of the prices just gets to be insane. And we're hitting this greed level. Look, I run a company. I understand profits. I understand that you have to make money. I understand that all these things have to go on. But I think one of the biggest issues that we're seeing with that is that you get to this level where when is it enough, right? I have Royal stock. I want the stock to go up. But I also understand that at some point, we're alienating people. And here's the thing. We can complain about it all we want, but people keep paying. There's a reason that they keep raising the prices, and it's because people keep paying it. So as long as we don't respond with our checkbooks, not that anybody uses a checkbook anymore, they're just going to keep doing it. So we have to fight with our wallets, or it's just going to continue to go up. So I get it. Totally get it. Fred and Lisa said, we are looking at a 7-day aqua to Bermuda from New York in April or May of next year, just waiting for an okay in August. That is awesome, Fred and Lisa. I really hope that you get the okay and that you can book it. That is fantastic. If you do want to, there's no pressure at all. You can totally wait. If you do want to lock in on pricing, just in case the prices go up, remember that NCL deposits are fully refundable. And you can do like a cruise first where you double up your deposit, but you can 100% wait. I don't think it's going to go up that much. Couple more cruise news stories, not much. Carnival Spirit has completed its dry dock. It did a month-long dry dock, which is long especially for that type of ship. And it's now doing a couple transatlantics. So they added the new Heroes Tribute bar, which is like going into all of the Carnival ships. I actually like that bar a lot. It's very fun. That is the space for active duty and military personnel and veterans. So 14 Carnival ships now have that. Very, very cool. They added a refreshed Cloud9 spa, fitness center, retail stores, a bunch of different things going on. I love it. I love that they're spending some time and effort and money on their old ships, which is very nice. Again, I don't know who shops on cruise ships. If you're shopping on cruise ships, stop doing it. You're throwing money away. It's crazy. Sandy said, does MSC have stock that would get you perks like Royal Caribbean? They do not. It's a private company. So they are not a public company. It is owned by one family, the Aponte family. They own the MSC shipping containers, and they are private, and they have no interest in going public at this point. So you cannot buy stock in them. I wish you could, because I think it would blow up. But nope, not yet, Sandy. Last bit of cruise news is it's a good story, and this is a Matt Hochberg story. This family was sent away on Royal Caribbean. It's really terrible, right? So this family came down from North Carolina to Port Canaveral. They were trying to get on the ship. Her 16-year-old son had wanted to use his student ID for photo identification. She said they had called Royal ahead of time to make sure it was okay and acceptable. At the port, they were denied. They asked for a supervisor. The supervisor denied them as well. After they left the port, they were able to get in touch with Royal Caribbean. Royal Caribbean said, hey, if you would like to fly to Cozumel, you can jump on the ship. We will let you on. It was a mistake, blah, 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 blah. They said no. Royal then offered them a full refund and a $700 onboard credit. They offered them a full refund and a $25 future cruise credit, a $25 or $250, 25% future cruise credit. And they offered them one other thing. And they said no, it was unacceptable, that they wanted a full refund and all their expenses paid. So their flights and everything. So I get it. It was a mistake. Whatever happened, it's terrible. But get passports. You'll never have an issue with a passport. And this was a one-off, and I don't know who approved it, but somebody approved letting him use a student ID, which you cannot use. So somebody at Royal approved it, which is why they took responsibility and said it was their mistake. But that's why it caused issues at the port. And he was special needs apparently, so they hadn't gotten him a state ID, which is, again, no excuse. Like, get the state ID, get a passport. It's worth it to have a passport. It doesn't cost that much money. Over the course of 10 years, it's like less than $10 a year to get a passport. So it's worth it. Just get a passport and you won't have those issues. It's terrible that they got sent away. Ryan Q, hello from Cocoa Beach Club. Sunday fun day. Ryan, how is the beach club treating you? I love Cocoa Beach Club. You're getting ready for lunch. Are you going to get the box lunch? You get your little bento box of appetizers, and then get the surf and turf, Ryan. Are you getting the surf and turf for lunch? It's my favorite lunch there. Get a little lobster tail, you get a little filet mignon, you get your little padded cushion lounge chairs. We're doing the Cocoa Beach Club. I wasn't going to do, it's really funny, I wasn't going to do the Cocoa Beach Club in May for Icon. I do it all the time. So I was like, oh, maybe we could do something different. And Judy's like, no, we're doing Cocoa Beach Club. She is all about Cocoa Beach Club at this point, which is very, very funny. So yeah, we'll be doing Cocoa Beach Club again. So that should be great. I also tried to buy the key, and I forgot to buy it. It was like, I think I said this on Wednesday, but it was like $38 a day, which is like my limit for the key because it gives you the internet. And I do, like, I know it's not worth it, but I enjoy the lunch when you get on the ship. I just enjoy it. So I like doing the key, and I like just dropping off because I only do carry-on. So I like just dropping off my carry-on bag, and then they take it to the room. I don't have to worry about it. But alas, it is now, it went up to 53. Did drop again to 50. Let's see what it is today. I don't think it's going to drop again. Ryan said, surf and turf indeed. It's not that busy today. Nice breeze. Snagged it for $95. That is fantastic. Ryan, are you the only ship there? Let me know. Let me know. I'm curious. The key is 53 again. That is outrageous and definitely not worth it. So I will not be doing that. All right, that is all the cruise news I have for today. Hope everybody has a wonderful day. Ryan, we're all very jealous that you are at Cocoa Beach Club and we are stuck in our homes here. 9 days from today, I will be on the NCL Prima. This Wednesday, we will be doing a live stream. Absolutely be doing one. Still working on trying to get a guest. We're going to have a dog walker on one day to talk about boarding your dogs and dog care services that you could have. So we're talking about some fun things. We're going to try to have some unique guests on. Tony said, Johnny just showed Judy the best of Royal. Good luck trying to downgrade stuff now. I know, we're screwed. Her first cruise was on Symphony, which was like the worst idea, right? Because there's nowhere to go but down. So we started on Symphony, and now we are going to be going on Icon. I'm just screwed. So, it is what it is. But yeah, and she's going on the World America inaugural with me. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. We've created a monster, cruise monster. So, yep, we will be doing a live stream on Wednesday. I'll be doing a live stream again next Sunday because we'll still be here. Next Sunday will be the 30th. And then AJ and I are going to try to do something live when we get on the ship. We're boarding the ship late because it is not leaving until 8 o'clock at night. They're coming up from, I think, New Orleans. There's a bunch of stuff going on. So, yeah, bunch of different things. We'll try to do something live that day because Wednesday's a sea day. For some reason, it's always a sea day when we are traveling. So you never know with the internet. Of course, we'll try it. So we shall see. Whatever. Brian said, Liberty and Utopia are down there. We look like trash compared to our sister ship. That's all right. Still great. You're still on a great ship. Black Broadway Lady said, we're still fairly new to cruising. We're going on a second cruise ever in July on Carnival Venezia. 9 days out of New York. We have no intention of flying Florida. Yeah, you're good. There's a lot of great ships up here. You have a lot of great options out of Bayonne, out of New York, out of Brooklyn. Even Boston is not that far. Baltimore. Lots of great options. Thank God. Have a great day to you as well, Tony. Sandy said thumbs up for John. Thank you very much. Thank you all. Hope you have a wonderful day, and we'll see everybody on Wednesday. Independence videos are coming out. Hopefully they do better than the Davina ones, which are crashed and burned. So everybody have a wonderful day, and we'll see everybody on Wednesday. Thanks, everyone. Bye.